Hey, Spanish 2. Alright, today we are talking about mandatos. Mandatos. Sounds a little bit like the English word mandate. Okay, mandato, mandate, right? But not like mandate, like mandate. Like, for instance, when like me and my buddy Carl go and like grab a pizza and go bowling, like do guy stuff, right? Talking about mandato, mandate, it's like a command, right? So there are a ton of these mandatos we're going to have to worry about in Spanish. We're going to start nice and easy, just two of them. Just two, and those are the positive to command and the negative to command. Right? We'll start off with the positive to command. This is when you're telling one person with whom you're familiar to do something. Right? It's very simple. You already know how to conjugate verbs in the present tense, in the to form. Right? Hablar, for instance. You go hablo, hablas, habla. Right? And so for to, we've got hablas. But to make a command out of it and tell somebody, talk, right? You're just going to drop down to the L form, right? You drop from to right down to the L form. So instead of saying tu hablas, you would say directly to your friend, hey, habla, habla, right? So it's that simple. All you do is drop to the L form. All you do is get rid of the S, right? It is that simple. No S. I'm not even kidding. All right? So a couple of examples. Tu hablas, we already talked about this. Drop the S. Habla. You're saying to somebody, speak, talk. Tu comes, right? But we make it into a command by dropping the S. We say, come, right? Eat, come, right? Or bad situation, really dramatic, right? You're saving somebody's life, performing CPR, right? No longer is it tu vives, but you're screaming after them, vive, vive, right? You're saying live, live, right? So those are the positive to commands. Drop the S, no S. Negative to command. This is when you're telling somebody, don't do this, right? Two steps. Start with step number one, use the word no, right? Just say no, no, right? Step number two is it turns into opposite day. What do I mean by that? Well, we got really used to this idea of an AR verb ending in as, tu hablas, right? And so what we're going to have with a negative to command is no, step one, no, and step two, it gets to the opposite ending, right? No hables, right? It'll take you a little while. The muscles in your mouth are already used to hablas, hablas. You're going to have to switch it around. It goes to the opposite side of things. For instance, a friend of yours, huge smoker, tu fumas, right? No fumes. No fumes, right? Remember, the vowel sounds a, e, very different. You got to make sure they're clear, right? Or for instance, next time I come to the dance, like, ¿Hives, tú bailas? Right? You ask me the question, like, ¿Hives, tú bailas? Bailas bien. Or you might be a little bit astounded at my dance moves, and you'd be like, no, ¿Hives, no, no bailes, no bailes, no bailes. All right, ER verb works the same way, right? Tú comes, or no, no comas, no comas. All right, remember, step one, put in the no. Step two, opposite day. Right? Same thing for an IR verb, tu escribes, normal. In a negative command, no escribas. Right? So, wrapping these up, okay, for an AR, ER, IR verb, where normally you've got as, es, in a negative to command, it flips around and becomes es, as. Right? If you can just remember it's the opposite, you're going to be okay. Recapping both these rules, to make a positive and affirmative to command, drop down to the L form. Get rid of the S. That's all you got to do. And to make a negative to command, all you got to do is throw on the word no, no, and then it's opposite day. If it's as, it becomes S. If it's S, it becomes as. It's that simple. In your book, on pages 64 and 65, you can see some of these rules. 65 gets a little bit in depth on things we're going to cover next time. And those are, of course, the irregulars and Russian pirate cars. They come back to visit us. We see them again. Okay? So, check it out. Do the post-video exercise. Muchas gracias y hasta muy pronto. Ciao.